also looks like this highly anticipated Michael Jackson biopic movie. This Michael Jackson movie is getting kind of like a rotten score on Rotten Tomato, and especially when I see some of this review and the first reaction for this movie, I'm just like, oh wow. Although this movie is still expected to open huge at the opening weekend at the box office, still eyeing wow, this is very impressive, $150 million. If it can open to that, that will be very impressive. This movie, it is I guess the produced by Lionsgate and Universal Picture. So that's really interesting. Of course, a lot of people are expecting this movie to make same amount of money as this highly, I guess, end of the day, Rami Malek, he did win Oscar for that movie, Bohemian Rhapsody. Although Bohemian Rhapsody did get 60% score at the Rotten Tomato score, so it did get, I guess, end of the day, fresh tomato at the Rotten Tomato score. But unfortunately for this movie, it is getting rotten, and some of these reviews are really brutal, and some of these reviews are from these people. You expect them to like this movie, and they are not liking this movie. So that means this movie is probably, I think personally, honestly, when I saw the trailer, I thought it looked okay. It didn't like blow my mind. Michael Jackson, he's such a, end of the day, like later in his life, he was very controversial figure, making movie on this kind of a person. It's really difficult because it's like you cannot bring all the allegation and everything, because there was an obstruction, now that I hear, from court, like they're not allowed to show all this like behind the scene court drama. So what can you show about that stage of life, right? Like, so I guess this movie did focus earlier stage of his life. So, and unfortunately people are not satisfied the way this movie was made. So I guess the biggest thing about this movie is that there was a lot of behind the scene drama. Like, even this movie was shot already, because of the court order and everything, they have to reshoot this movie again. So I guess that means like a lot of reshoot, redone, which is not a good news. I really feel sad for Anthony Fuqua. He's end of the day capable director. I have seen a couple of his movies. I do like his work. He's end of the day capable director, and now everybody is not liking this movie. I'm like, oh wow. Once again, I have to go back to this Michael Jackson, very controversial figure. Although I do like his music, but I personally, I still like him, honestly. I don't matter what people think of him. But I see general public doesn't see him as positive light. You know what I mean? Like I was talking to this teenager. They're like, whoa, the minute they hear Michael Jackson, they think about all the controversy and all the thing he has with the kids and everything. Some people believe him is innocent, some people don't. I feel like the new generation people don't believe he's innocent. However, maybe the older generation, they maybe are his fans. So there could be a divide between audience. It will be interesting to see who goes to see this movie, because I do see there is a mix, I guess, reaction about this guy. End of the day, Michael Jackson is the biggest superstar in the movie, in the music, and he sold so many copies of his song, and I still like his music so much. Still Thriller is this iconic song. So this movie does touch on that. So that, I think a lot of people will like that. A lot of people will, I feel like, still will like this movie, because this movie does good job to his earlier days of his life, his relationship with family and everything, which is, yeah, it's interesting. Again, his later life is where people are focused on. Again, based on normal general audience reaction, I feel like that is where people's concentration going to be, unfortunately. Although this movie is not able to show you what you want to see. So that's not the reason, though, this movie got the rotten on Rotten Tomatoes score. This movie got rotten because this movie overall it isn't very cohesive movie, and that is what some of the reviews saying. And I was listening to this guy, his review. He said, like, this is like when you watch it, it does feel like it's a reshoot remake of the original version, I guess, how they're saying. So that being said, yeah. So I'm gonna be honest here. A lot of people are comparing this movie to the Bohemian Rhapsody, but I remember when Bohemian Rhapsody was coming out, like Rami Malek alone, he was creating so much buzz for Bohemian Rhapsody because Rami Malek, he was a known actor from iRobot. Like he was known. Like he recently won Emmy. Then he was working on this movie for 2 years. So he worked really hard. If you have seen his behind the scene, Rami Malek, he's not always great actor in every movie, but he was really, really mesmerizing in Bohemian Rhapsody. I liked him a lot. I don't think this guy, Jafar Jackson, he ever created this kind of buzz. A lot of people are not liking his acting either in this movie. So this movie has a lot of obstacles. Like the actor isn't that good lead actor. And he's not an actor, he's like a dancer or singer, whatever he is. But he was the center of the movie. But it is a musical movie, I suppose. But musical movie these days is so competition, all these lead actors, they bring their A game, like any actor. And here this guy, Jafar Jackson, is like, once again, he's not that known actor, he's like a dancer or singer, whatever he is, he's not an actor. So, it's hard to win critics hard with like average acting, especially this is his first time acting, I think. So, yeah, it's going to be tough, this movie, I guess. But I don't know in the first place why this movie was getting so much buzz. So I'm not personally shocked to see this. Again, these are not my personal opinion. And it's just like I was feeling what the general vibe is. You know what I mean? Like, then again, this is a huge world. This is just, I just talked to some, like I guess some people, it's not the whole world, I guess, by any means. Let's see how this movie does at the box office. And that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? Think about this. If you enjoyed this video, don't check out my other videos on other topics. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.